Ashwini Nakshatra. Ashwini Nakshatra is a nakshatra. Technically, if we talk about the nakshatras, this is the first. We start with Ashwini, then Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, and so on and so on. It's an energy which is overwhelmingly dominant on the side of action. This is a nakshatra which has Rajoguna at all three levels. It has Rajas, Rajas, Rajas. There is no Tamoguna or Satoguna in this nakshatra. This is a nakshatra overwhelmingly about work, overwhelmingly about action, overwhelmingly about being pioneering, novelty, quick movement. Ruling deity of this nakshatra here is the Ashwin Twins. This is an interesting story. You should know about the Ashwin Twins. One day, the sun god Surya, he went back, to his room, and he discovered that his actual wife, Sanjana, was not the one who was present there. In fact, she had planted a decoy. She had planted somebody who looked exactly like her in her place. And she had run away, and he had no clue why that happened. So he, went away looking for her and was not able to find her anywhere until he stumbled upon a field at some place, and he saw in the middle of the field there was a mare grazing peacefully. And so Surya, being Surya, he's supernatural. He's one of the forms of Narayan himself. He was able to pick out that, okay, that's my wife. She's hiding from me in the form of a horse. Got to know that because he's so bright, his wife was not able to withstand his brightness, his brilliance, and just decided to take a break and planted a clone in her place called Chaya. Okay. By the way, Shani Dev's mother is Chaya. That clone, she also had a child with the sun god Surya, and that is Shani Dev. Okay. So, well, as it was in the moment, the sun god Surya, overcome by passion, overcame by love, he also transformed into a horse, and then they made love, and after they made love, they decided that, okay, let's reconcile. And so Sanjana changed back into a human form, and they went back to Devaloka. But before that, Sanjana gave birth to twins who were half gods, half horses. Now these beings were very special because these twins were very intelligent, they were very sharp, and they had an overwhelming need as well as an overpowering ability to run free, do their own thing, and heal the world. And so the Ashwin twins would roam the entire earth, healing people randomly. And so this created quite a furor in the Devaloka. Look, these two guys, they are the sun god's kids, all right. But they're upsetting the natural balance. They're healing the people even whose time it has come to die. Somebody ought to put them in their place. So they were offered a seat in the Devaloka, but they refused. They're like, we don't want to be a part of your system. Long story short, this kept happening for a while, and the Ashwin twins, Ashwin Kumars, they came to be respected by everybody. They just decided to run free and heal whoever they could heal. They would go on their own adventures, and they would travel across the lokas, just doing whatever it is that they wanted to do. And there was basically no stopping. Ashwini is a nakshatra which contains within it a lot of capability for healing, for doing something that has not been done before, for being daring, for being defiant, for being, rebellious. But it's quite a bit as a result of the energy of this nakshatra, which embodies the energy of the horse. Ashwa, Ashwini, horse-like. Okay? And so horses, if you don't know anything about horses, I'll tell you that the horses, they don't have any blood circulation at the lower extension of their limbs. For the blood circulation to be complete in their body, the only thing that can aid this process is a horse standing straight. That is why when a horse breaks his or her legs, you have to quite often shoot them or put them down, because blood circulation will not function the way that a horse is designed in the lower extremities of their hooves unless they're standing straight. And when they break their bones, they cannot stand straight, and therefore a lack of blood circulation means that those parts can't heal. There is an overwhelming need to keep moving in this nakshatra. It's a very movement oriented energy, and it's inspired movement. Like, I want to do this, and I am starting, and I have started, and you start. But one of the problems of this nakshatra is that quite often it can be difficult for people who have a lot of placements in the nakshatra of Ashwini, or who have Ashwini prominent in their charts as a result of it being on their ascendant or their moon being in this nakshatra. Okay, then what it does is quite often you start a lot of things, but if your Saturn's not well enough placed in the chart, if you don't have the work ethics, then you will make progress but you'll give up. Okay, but you will often see individuals who have Ashwini prominent in their charts. These can be people who in some way in their life are going to find a connection of some sort for sure with healing. Ashwini is a powerful nakshatra of being able to influence change towards the pursuit of something that is dharmic in nature. Because do not forget, this nakshatra is ruled by Ketu. Ketu is a very spiritual planet, and Ketu's nakshatras represent a connection with the Pitris in some way. They represent a connection with the past life. They represent a connection with spirituality. So Ashwini individuals need to learn how to channel this good energy that has been gifted to them in order to create new beginnings that can, elevate them in society, or that can bring about a positive change in society, in their area of work, even their community, even in their family. Do not be afraid of wanting to do something that no one in your family has done before, because you're going to be the first. Before the Ashwin Kumars became the breakaway badass demigods that they did, there was nobody else in the Devaloka, or there's nobody, in terms of the demigods, who ever attempted to do anything like that. It's just that they valued their freedom and their autonomy more than having a seat in the Devaloka. Unlike a lot of asuras who want the same, unlike a lot of people who have not been given that privilege who desire the same, the Ashwin Kumars didn't care. They were loved as a result of the healing that they brought about, and they were opposed by the people who were supposed to uphold the same standards. You expect goodness, you expect healing from the Devas, right? But they were the ones who were opposing the Ashwin Kumars, because Ashwin Kumars made them look bad. Quite often it can happen if you have Ashwini very prominent in your chart. People can resent you because you make them look bad. My God, what does he think? Coming in here, doing all of this work, taking all of this action as if we don't do anything, huh? Or what does she think about herself with her innovative ideas, etc.? Walking into the meeting and just talking and, giving all of these ideas. This can be some things that you faced in life. But if you have Ashwini prominent, my friend, you are meant to embody the energy of a horse. You are meant to run free. Especially if you have Mars in Ashwini, you actually should spend some time every day running. Run! Spend time running every day. If you have bad joints, if you have difficulties with respect to your musculoskeletal system, even then I would suggest that yes, you learn some sort of a healing modality like Reiki, pranic healing, meditation, yoga, naturopathy. You do those things, yes, but at the same time, just keep trying to be on your feet. Tap into your willpower. The more with this energy you move around. If let's say a business person and you have Ashwini, important in your chart, importantly placed as in, let's say, the 10th lord is placed there, or is placed in your 10th house and you have a bunch of planets placed here. Okay. Then you have to understand that success for you is going to come about through trying new things, novelty, new ideas, new initiatives, and taking fast action, moving around. With this kind of a placement, you aren't going to succeed as a CEO or as a business owner if you want to just micromanage your office from the comfort of your home. No, it's going to demand you becoming a pioneering sort of an individual, leading from the front. Ashwini is an energy where you got to lead from the front. This is a very short analysis that I had for this nakshatra for you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want a personal session with me, you can do so by checking out the link given here in the description box. And if you'd like to read my books, please explore the links given in the description box as well. Thank you so much. Take care. Hari Om.